Good morning, guys. Welcome to another video by Antiques Arena. My name's Walter O'Neill.
I'm Sandra Palmer.
Here's another out and about buy-in video. We sold yesterday in Bessemer, but unfortunately the British weather have come in and it is pissing down. What's wrong? You don't like the light?
We got the sun.
Oh yeah.
In the car.
So what we've decided to do today is we've come to Bridgend. We haven't been here for 6.
I really can't cope with that. You look orange. Knock one off. That's better.
It's got to be 5 or 6 months probably. Well, certainly it's April, isn't it? Since we've been here last. I'm really optimistic. There's a queue from the car park all the way up to the big traffic lights at the top end of the road and probably beyond.
Hopefully.
So I'm really excited to see what we get. And believe it or not, there's only 4 of us in the car park buy-in waiting to go in. So although it is still early yet, and we got another half hour yet till the car boot starts. What I'm going to try and do is get a little video as we're walking over to the car boot sale, show you the cars going in or queuing up, show you the multi-story that they sell in and so forth. I will try and get the odd little sneak bit of video today through the car boot sale. Don't know if we can get away with making a little bit of a film.
It all depends though.
We won't be able to talk over and draw attention to us, but I may be able to just sneak a little bit of film footage for you to actually see the car boot in action in the multi-story car park. Yesterday was a good day. We bought and sold well. So happy enough with that. You got anything you want to add?
I was listening to you, I could see you looking, thinking, you're awful quiet.
Very quiet. She's just and knocks me off my chain of thought. What do you think?
I was going to make tea, but he dived on and
you can make tea anyway,
put the film on, so I was a bit like arm up in the air. And then all of a sudden I had a big massive orange light shining at me. In
the video I published yesterday, I done a little talk about selling at the moment on the car boot sales because the weather's right, and that I was going to look at Amazon and things like that towards the winter time. Now, a follower of mine, Trace Elements, she went and had a look, and her opinions of Amazon's antique section were pretty pathetic, to be totally honest with you. And described it as, have you ever been in a shop where you're followed around constantly and nagged and not being given any space to actually browse? That's how she felt on the Amazon antiques part of the website. Oh, snuff. Thank you. And that the selection was very pitiful. So that's not looking promising, I must admit. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm going to look into it. But what she did recommend was Eastay, E-T-S-Y, instead of eBay, it's E-T-S-Y. So I'm going to have a look into that. Apparently my silver and golden, I'll fly out to that one, so I'm going to have a look into that one now, but obviously it'll be towards the end of the month. Excuse me.
I caught you yawn.
Well, we've been up early, guys. So I'm going to look into that one, but at the end of the month. At the moment, I'm really getting good prices on the car boot sales for the silver. So I must admit, there's no point me paying listing fees and everything a minute. I do understand what she was saying, that I'll get a premium price and that for the stuff, but I also got commissions and that, and I am getting a good price on the silver and that at Bessemer and that.
Yeah.
I'm on some good offers, and to be honest with you, it's gone and it's cash. You know, there's no returns. We say there's no returns. I've had 1 or 2 returns off a regular, but we have had issues with this in the past where she'll buy something and then 2 months later or a month later or a few weeks later, if she hasn't been able to sell it, she'll bring back and say, oh, I'm not totally happy with that, can I change it for someone else? And being that she's a regular, we always allow it. So that's quite annoying. So you can have some returns, but generally I sell things as seen on car boot sales. If I tell them there's something in mind, If I sell them something as gold and they come back and say, well, it's gold on silver, then I'll give them their money back. I need the regular returns. I don't want to upset someone and then they go around the boot sale, oh, he's selling dodgy stuff, don't buy off him. I try and be as fair as I can, but at the same time, if I sell them something and then they come back to me the following week and say, oh, well, I can get it cheaper here, there and there, that's tough. Yep, shot is, if I've done something wrong, I'll give them a refund. Or if they're a regular dealer and they're just not happy with something, then I'll give them a refund. But this particular girl will be having a warning because it ain't her first time returning. I'm not doing sale or return on my items. So she'll be having a warning. She's having her money back this week, but she'll be having a little warning as to check the items over before she takes them, because I'm not doing sale or return. It's almost rude in one way to expect that at the car boot sale, because she wouldn't have it off anyone else at the car boot. But at the same time, as I've said, I try and keep my regular dealers very happy. And if I have something returned, I have a return. I'll just sell it on to someone else. I'm always happy to stand by what I buy. You're awful quiet.
No. I just noticed something absolutely fantastic.
What?
We both got fringes. I go the same way.
You copied me on.
I did, yeah. Mine's better. Though, watch this now, guys. Butt heads.
Yeah, but look what I got.
Well, I could grow one of them if I wanted to. Well, I couldn't.
I've no doubt. I have no doubt at all.
You'll see me in the next video. I swear I'm going to go out and get one like that. I will. I'm going to be Santa Claus one like that, so I know, beat that. You watch?
I'm quite excited, Gwynia. I'm sat here now just looking over at the car boot sale, seeing all the cars queued up. And, well, you can probably hear the rain. That's the rain hitting the window.
I'm not excited to go out in that.
You haven't got a coat.
You haven't got a brain.
Well, we know that.
Bet you wish I never talked out, did you?
Yeah, because I've lost all train of thought now what I wanted to say.
Well, just because I said my fringe was better than yours.
Yeah, you always distract me on to the most...
I was being quiet so you could do your filming. I can't do right for doing wrong.
Oh, God, guys. Right. Listen now. Sandra's on Instagram. I suggest everybody bombard her on Instagram and drive her nuts, right?
I told you.
And anybody who wants to give her a smacked arse, send your applications to Instagram, because she is annoying me. She's always ready for a smack bum. And I'm not cutting that out.
You mean?
That's why you're smiling.
Instagram.
I've no expectations here because this last week has been really weird on the boots.
Yeah.
However, I have potentially made a contact that will buy all my Waterford crystal off me. I've got a lot of Waterford, and all of a sudden I met somebody this week who's paying £45 and £50 at car boot sales for a crystal bowl, Waterford crystal bowl. I can't get that type of money online. So I will be boxing up 20 or 30 pieces this week, taking them out and seeing what she's interested in. Justin, a friend of ours who lives localish, bought a beautiful Waterford crystal preserve jar yesterday. Had his original seahorse label, so Irish Waterford. Really nice piece, but he wouldn't sell it to me. Despite trying and trying and trying, he wouldn't sell it to me. You know, I had the perfect buyer waiting for it. Would give me a nice little profit on it. I'll just have to buy it off his site.
Guys, I tell you one thing, right, is that he's talking, which is understandable, and I do listen to him. But I got really good news. The rocking horse is gone. I smacked my head on it yesterday and went bang and caught all the side of my head on it. It sold yesterday. I'm so pleased with that.
Best of me yesterday was a real strange beast. Now we started off, well, we couldn't even get in. We saw everything, car crashes, fighting, everything yesterday. I normally drive past the queue in Bestmouth because I'm a trader, I pay dearer, I drive in the trade entrance, so I don't have to queue up with the public. But we were stuck at traffic lights for 25 minutes to the point that everybody was going around the cars and saying, bugger this, I'm not queuing. And they were going like idiots. 2 cars smashed into each other in front of us. Then the police were there because there was fighting. It was absolutely chaos, and this wasn't even in the boot. This was outside trying to get into the boot. It was near enough 9:30 before we got in.
Yeah, it was.
I'm normally set up by then. We were seriously held back yesterday. But so I didn't go in my normal spot, so I didn't have the room I like to have, and I wasn't as comfortable as normal.
No, I weren't either. The tables were awful close to us when
It's shocking.
I was watching one end of the stall, he was watching the other end of the stall, and we just couldn't cross each other if needed. It was no room.
It's shocking how tight. We have loads of room in the trader aisle, right? And we pay £12 instead of £8. But it's shocking how tight-knit Andy puts the public. He still gives you room. If you need the room, ask. I asked him yesterday, I said, "Look, Andy, I need a little bit of extra room." He said, "Take it in front of him, no problem." He's good as gold, Andy really is. But it's surprising, that £4 extra we pay to go in early, and we have the extra room, is worth every penny.
Oh God, yeah. Yesterday was
but it was
an eye-opener.
But it was so strange. The dealers were there, hard and fast, and you know, honest to God, I couldn't stop. You know, I was serving. I couldn't even get the jewellery out in the beginning.
No.
Then I missed all the trade buys on the jewellery because I was still trying to serve and set up the stall. Where once the traders went, the public, they didn't want to spend a penny.
Look at him, man.
It was really, really strange day. You know, you couldn't get the money out of the public, but yet the traders were handing over money like it was water.
But we did also sell a couple of bulk items.
Oh, the items I didn't want.
I saved my head, of course, because that rocking horse did hurt. And it was a good couple of bigger ones, which meant I could fit a sack of potatoes in the car.
It wasn't just that.
It was to me.
I've been struggling to get all my stuff in the boxes of late, because I've had all them jugs and things that I didn't really want. A lot of the bigger pieces are gone. I sold all the Staffordshire figures.
Yeah.
One dealer bought all the Staffordshire figures off me, another bought a load of jugs off me. So it's the big bulky items with very low value were going yesterday. And that pleases me no end, because that's the stuff that is dead money. I don't want it. I don't care how much jewellery and things I sell, because that's always money. So it was strange, wasn't it? And to be honest with you, I was absolutely knackered. I didn't even have the energy packing up, wasn't it? I was sat there yesterday at the end of the day packing up, and I was absolutely wrecked.
I was passing the stuff to you, and I was
for the first time in I don't know how long, you actually come out and helped at the end.
I know. I was fed up of sitting there. I thought, oh my God, I just get out and help. I do help, but cheeky sod. I don't do the parking or the lifting. That I'm not being funny. That's him. Right, it is.
And the unpacking.
I do put legs on.
She does sometimes help watching the stall while I'm setting up, but not always, because if you watch back to a Splot video some few weeks back, somebody was on their phone and we had a pocket watch and a few other bits nicked.
I don't believe I was even there.
Watch the films. No,
I got no data on my phone anyway, guys, so you've had my full-blown attention. You've had to give me hotspots while I've been out.
Yeah.
Can you believe I
my
ran out
phone
of data
does
on my phone?
Personal Wi-Fi hotspot, so I can turn my hotspot on and give her Wi-Fi through my phone.
Can you believe I ran out of data?
So she can have Wi-Fi, but through my phone.
But I choose not to, because I don't want to use all his data. See how nice I am?
But I got a lot of data.
But then why switch it on? Because he gets my full-blown attention.
That's right, I get your attention. I actually get help.
No, you didn't have nothing stolen yesterday.
We hope. Half the time, I bet I wouldn't even know.
No, you wouldn't have. It would have only been, if anything, 1 or 2 bits on the floor.
Anyway, it's coming that time. People are starting to walk across now from their cars.
Look at the difference in the weather, guys. My sunburn, right? Let me go that side. Look at that.
That was yesterday.
That's yesterday's sunburn.
And let me show you today. I don't know if they can see it.
I don't know, but it's a difference in the weather, and you wonder why. Guarantee you now, within a few days, I will be full up with a cold. Because I'm sunburned, I got a sunburned nose and there, and obviously you just seen the effect of the arm. Don't go there. Absolute agony, stupidity to go with it, but I weren't expecting it to be 81 times. Weren't expecting it to be as bad as it was. Granted, I didn't want to burn like that, but today now is absolutely pouring down. So
we're in Bridgend.
Yeah, and I'll also be bad by next weekend. You watch.
And we're going to go and visit my nan later on in hospital.
Yeah.
So we're going to go from the car boot sale. We're going to go to Asda. kill a half hour or so, and then we're going to go to the hospital, Princess Hospital of Wales in Bridgend, and visit my nan. She's a little ill, so we're going to go visit her.
Cheer her up a bit.
Take her some tangerines. I won't be filming my nan though.
Oh God, no.
She'd absolutely kill me. But no, we'll be going to see her. I was just going to say to you, I'm not going to, all these are going in now, I'm not going to go in, then you know they keep us here for 5-10 minutes while they're stacking them. I'm just going to give it 5 minutes. When they start going in, then we'll go over. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do, when we film inside or when we film in approaching in, there's people around, we're not going to do talkovers. We're just going to turn the camera on, and you may have a couple of seconds or half a minute or something of pan in and that where you don't get talking, but that's just so you can see what we're seeing. I'm gonna, when we're walking over, if there's nobody there, I'll film the multi-story and that going across. Just for you to see what the multi-story looks like and that. But all in all, we'll try and get 1 or 2 little snippets. Wonder if we meet the couple we saw you there first time.
Maybe other people down here that will know too. Oh guys, while I got him on camera.
Very quick, we're about to lose the camera.
While I got him on camera, he's promised to take me to the cinema to go and watch any film I want.
When?
And buy me McDonald's.
When?
And quick, while I'm running out of time, quick, think of something else. And anything else that I want.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Right.
Why don't you just take my diamond bracelets now while you're at it now?
Well, you said I could have one.
Guys, we're about to run out of time on the camera. I can only do 70-minute blocks, so we'll see you shortly. Bye for now. There's the queue, guys, all the way up to the traffic lights, going all the way around into the multi-story round there. There's the multi-story, guys. Now if anybody wants to find this multi-story car park boot sale, it's right next door to the police headquarters there. That's the main police headquarters for Bridgend. And we also have a very large Asda store, or Walmart store, here, all next door to this multi-story. Couple of nice bronze statues here. There's one sat down over there under the trees, the thinker. As you see him there. I'll get a close-up on that in a minute. And we have a lovely statue here. Right, Sand? So, as I was saying, guys, find Asda, you find the boot sale. As you can see, they're all still waiting to go in. They haven't started yet. A couple of minutes now and we'll be in. And there's the multi-story with the car boot. Okay guys, not sure what the time is. It's about 8:30, 9, something like that. We've just come back to the car now. We're going to have a cup of tea.
Oh, I needed one.
Before I show you what I've bought so far this morning, we got to give a big shout out to Lucy, Gavin and Gethin.
Hello.
Hi guys. So we just saw them now in the Bridgend multi-story. So she said hello and we said we'd give her a bit of a shout out.
I was having a look at her stall, I was, and I was waiting for Edward to come over, and I think she recognised the beard and the hat. So
trademark now.
It's a trademark hat now.
Anyway, I'm going to get to showing you some of the bits I've bought. It's been very hard yet today and it hasn't been cheap. It certainly hasn't been cheap, I'll put it that way. However, the first piece I bought, you're going to have to excuse me now because I'm going to disappear, is a very large John Deere tractor, or what do they call this thing when it picks the grain up? Bear with me, it's a harvester rather than a tractor, there we go. Now it's produced for Britons. It's brand new, never been out the box, John Deere harvester. As you can see, is there a mark on it? Yeah, Britons down by there, guys. Now, I paid a tenner for that. It's never been out of his box. I see that at about £35–40. That's a big lump. It annoyed the hell out of me carrying her around the boat this morning, let me tell
Believe
you.
it or not, as he was getting it from the back of the car, he dropped it on me and it went bang, hit me on the head. I'm like, well, he's lucky that he wasn't filming.
Next piece I've had is a seriously heavy, antique, solid brass microscope. Now, it's not complete by any means, guys. There's a little lens missing off here. Not sure what else is missing, but there's certainly a lens missing. It's got a maker's mark of R&J Beck Limited. Really nice, tilts up. It may just be the one lens missing, to be honest with you. It doesn't look that bad. Everything else seems operational. All the levers move. £2. Lacquered brass. Real nice microscope. If I can get a lens for that, I'm sure I'll pick a lens up on eBay, and I'll have to have a little look just to make sure it's not missing nothing. I don't know, you lower that back down now. Oh, there you go. It's all different things. Really nice microscope here, guys. I'm not being funny, I could scrap it for nearly a tenner. But with a maker's mark, if it's not missing too much, you could be talking a fair bit of money by here. Don't know what the lens is like, let me see. Yep, the lens works as well, guys, so we got a good lens too. So, for £2, very, very happy. I think that's my best buy of the day. Potentially, sky's the limit. You know, I've seen microscopes go up £100, £200. The fact it's got a maker's mark to it is good. Its brass is good. It all depends on how much is missing off this microscope. But even if I was to sell her as a part or for a fix, repair, spares or repairs, I'm probably going to get about £30, just spares or repairs. But I am thinking, if I run a search and it's not too much missing off it, then yeah, I might get, you know, not a million miles off, £75, £100, something like that. Really pleased with that one, guys. Go on, you can show them.
I want to get on to you so I could do talking and rub it in and... Look, guys, don't know if well, they can't see them.
Yeah, they can.
There we go. I bought these little pieces of silver while he was chatting. He was having a full-blown conversation with somebody and I walked up and I bought him and did his nose.
It wasn't that there was a full-blown conversation, guys. He's a follower and he was asking for some advice on a couple of pieces and I go, no problem, I'll help anyone. I don't know everything. A lot of what I know, I do research when I go home. I just know enough to buy the stuff. But he was showing me some pieces he had, some nice things, but all on photographs on his phone. And Happy Bear jumped in the jewellery box before me.
No, I got the jewellery box before him. But it goes to show, all the dealers have been through here.
And we're still pulling silver
I pulled out silver. So
anyway, next piece, guys, for me is a little model of Anfield. Liverpool Stadium.
Oh! Really?
It's a little worn, and I don't know if it's complete. But I paid £2 for this. Now, I know enough Liverpool supporters who'll go absolutely crazy for this. It's lost one of his goalposts, that's for sure, but there. I don't know what's missing off it altogether, but you know, if I chuck a few pound on it on top, it'll go back out on the car boot.
I really don't think it's even going to go to a car boot. You just said Liverpool and you know Jack's going to watch it.
Next piece we got, guys, is a bit of Japanese Satsuma, hand painted from about 1900, 1910. Quite a nice vase, baluster vase. On this one was £1. So I tend to get quite a bit of Japanese and Oriental pieces down in Bridgend. I had quite a bit through the winter as well.
Yeah.
Move on to a piece. Now, this is something really, really nice, but I paid money for it. It didn't come in for nothing, guys. But I got one or two of you girls I know are going to absolutely adore it. Is it focusing in? No. Let me see if I move my head. It's not focusing in, is it? Not tidy. Let me put it onto a different background. Stop yourself. Stop my finger.
Oh,
Ouchie.
it's the one you didn't hear that. And it's straight through his hand.
Right, there we go. That's better. It's focusing in. Now we have a solid silver Art Deco brooch set with marquisites. As you can see, it is quite something. It's beautiful. Now I paid £14 for it, guys. However, I really rated it. I thought that's going to be a £30-35 brooch, no problem whatsoever. Fully hallmarked, and as you can see, it is quite something. It's really gorgeous. It doesn't always come in for nothing. Beautiful, beautiful lady with a big bonnet hat on with the flowers. Really like that. Out of everything, that's my favourite buy of the day, guys. It may not be the biggest profit of the day, but it's my favourite buy. So, here's that one. What else have I had? I had some curtains for the my boy's bedroom. They were a good buy. Oh, I'm not finished with the antiques. I'll show you the curtains since I've mentioned them. Got a set of lined curtains to go in the children's bedroom. They're not children anymore, they're grown up now, more or less. But they were a 90 drop, they're lined curtains. I think they were Debenhams was the make on them. Is it? I don't know where I've seen somewhere, I think it was Debenhams. Something like that it was, on one of them. But anyway, they're lined curtains, they're really nice, they're as new condition. And I paid £5 for them.
You just smacked me in the face with them. He's just hit me all day. He's thrown boxes at me. Do you see him smack me in the face?
We went to one stall.
I'm glad you stabbed yourself.
Sorry. We went to one stall and she had a lovely pair of curtains, very similar to those, and she wanted £15
No, I know.
from. And I said, oh, no, too much. We walked off and I said, we were saying to Sandra, I'll have a look around, see where else I can find. It's only for the kids' bedroom.
The next door, really, didn't we?
And it was pretty much 10 foot away. I found these ones and she was asking £6, and I knocked her down to £5.50 after quite a bit of a haggle. She was adamant she wanted as much as she could get for them.
Which is understandable.
And then when I paid with £10 note, they didn't have change anyway, so I still had them for a £5 because they gave me a £5 note back. So it was all good. So I was happy with the curtains. And I have a lovely piece of Art Deco. Is this camera going to focus in today or not? Right, what we have here, lovely angular dish, hand painted. You have butterflies and a little landscape scene, and you have the triangular handles. For some reason it really isn't focusing in very well.
I think it's the weather.
It's not the weather.
Focus in on me instead.
Anyway, I don't know how well this plate is doing. There you go, that's a better look at it for you. Now, it's produced by Shelley, so it's a really good name. Lovely shape, lovely design, hand painted, and I paid £1 for it, guys. There's the Shelley mark. Now, Shelley doesn't demand the type of money he used to. He used to really demand good money. You know, you could get a couple of £100, a few £100 for a Shelley tea service. But you can still get money for the Art Deco Shelley with the triangle handles and the nice bold colours. It's a nice piece, slightly later, probably 40s looking at it, but it's still got the lovely Art Deco handles on there. And for £1, guys, really pleased with that. And it was only this morning I was saying to you, when I don't want to buy ceramics unless there's something a bit better.
Yeah.
Because I'm fed up of taking ceramics and having to compete with 1,000 other people for the same thing. Guff.
Wow.
She just wants the hat so she gets recognised.
Stupid trademark.
So we're going to have our cup of tea now.
I'm already drinking mine. Do you know he made me wait an hour for a drink? I said to him, right, I said, I got to have a drink. I'm dying, I'm thirsting to death. right? And he said, oh, we'll march up 4 flights of stairs first. 4 flights of stairs now, right? Me now, right? So we go all the way up to the top, right? So I'm already out of breath, right? Needing a drink. And then he strolled all the way back and forth like that, right? Took an hour. And then still had the cheek down, right? When we got to the bottom floor to say, no, I was walking out through the doors. And he starts walking all the way around the other side. You can look like as much as you want, right? And made me wait another 10 minutes. Do you know, I swear to God, right? I really... Do you know, this hasn't even touched the sides at the moment. I am absolutely dying.
Finished sponging now?
No. I was walking out, right, walking across my tongue like that, catching the raindrops.
We hadn't even been to the top 2 or 3 floors, guys, so we had to go to the top. I can't sit in the car.
This was in that hour, mind. I needed a drink.
I can't sit in the car knowing there's stalls I haven't looked at with other dealers potentially picking up what I want to buy. So until I've at least gone round there once, I won't settle down and have a cup of tea or a burger or anything.
But I would have quite happily come back to the car on my own.
You could have.
Oh,
Next time you know what to do.
Whatever. Do you know, he's that bad, right? So I need a pee. Say, I'll come with you now. 40 minutes later, I'm like, I need to pee. My bladder's going to burst.
She's hard work, guys. She is seriously hard work. I tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to put her up for sale. Right.
Anybody want me? Does anybody want me? I'm here. I do cleaning. I'll hoover. I haven't got no problem. The one thing I don't do is walk dogs, right? I don't do dogs.
I'm taking offers, guys.
He's got a cheek. I go down his house. No, don't stop me. I go down his house, right? I'm really good, right? I do food for the children. I'll do all the dishes now while he's cleaning up all his stock and everything. I am brilliant, right? And now he's trying to sell me off.
I'll get done now by YouTube for human trafficking. Now you watch. Right, guys, we're going to leave it there for a minute. We'll get back to you once we've had a cuppa and had another look around. I still haven't done the film yet, showing a couple of the aisles. I tell you what,
it's been really busy in there.
We got in there and they've been pushing and barging and quite aggressive.
I said at one point to you, didn't I? I said I can't even walk by you because people are just barging through the middle and I'm over the other end. And he's saying, well, what are you doing over there? I got dragged with hood.
But it's unbelievable. It's like somebody's flipped a light switch. It's empty in it now. It's like the dealers have all done what they want to do and they've left and there's no public there. I've no doubt the public will come in a bit, but at the moment it is empty in there. But I will get the film now, because what we're going to do, we're going to go to the very top again. We're going to work our way backwards through it again.
Do you know what? Right? Nothing makes me walk downstairs. We're going to film them. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take the camera in, right? And he's going to knock the film on, right? To show you what he makes me walk.
And of course I'm auditioning for a new companion.
Do you think he is Doctor Who?
I'll try and get some footage while we're inside today, guys. You know, and I'll try and get the odd photograph of a couple of aisles, splice them at the end. No, yawn. Just give you a little look at the car boot today. It's quite big in there. It's about 4 floors in there, so that's not too bad. I felt
every step when we walked to the 4th floor.
But you do get vertigo in there because it's on the slant, like so.
So also the lighting changes it. You know, one light can be brighter than the other as you go across. Starts giving you a headache after a while.
Yeah, but you certainly get vertigo where you're constantly looking at different concrete. It's like when you're travelling and you don't look at the floor, you look at your destination so you don't get travel sick and things. In there, it's almost like being on the sea, you know, where you're that way and then you're that way and the lighting's poor. It's hard work, but it is what it is.
It's hard work to buy, in it, to be honest.
It's
but
been
you
hard
can't see. No, it's even when you got something you can't see if it's got a hallmark or anything.
If you come into Bridgend, guys, even daytime, I recommend you bring a torch.
Or use your mobile phone.
I've been in the jewellery boxes with my mobile phone because that's the only way I can see the colour of the metal or the hallmarks. And I tell you what, this jewellery buyers going around here, they're in the backs of the cars taking the jewellery out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I haven't got any real jewellery today other than the brooch. I've had 1 or 2 bits of scrap that I paid a few pounds for, but they're neither here nor there. So yeah, there's some serious jewellery buyers down here, let's put it that way.
But I still had a couple of little bits after them.
We got 10 seconds, so do you want to say goodbye?
We got 10 seconds, guys, before it cuts out again, so we're going to do this. Bye bye, apple pie. See you in a mo. Bye.
See you soon, guys. And that's a little view of the outside of the place, guys.
Have a little. Just get something for the gym, excuse me.
Right? Well, guys, we've just finished in Bridgend. It's really getting on now. I've just spent 25 minutes mulling over a gold ingot and trying to research it on the internet. I'm still convinced it's not real. But I got him down from a tenner to £4. I wanted to make the film. Now basically I've run searches on Google and everything, and there's hundreds of people buying these gold bars and they don't know if they're real or not. So what I'm going to do, I've bought this little gold ingot and I'm going to do a little bit of research on Google. I'm going to acid test it, everything all on camera. Because we're walking around these car boot sales and we need to know how to identify a gold ingot pendant to a gold plated one or to just fake, plain and simple. It wasn't easy this morning. The ingot I got is fully stamped up 999.9 and it has a serial number across the top.
You can show it to him.
Don't want to.
Oh, he's going to make him wait.
I'm going to make him wait for the film.
Look at, is it his pocket?
I'm pretty convinced it's not real, but at the same time the lighting in there was poor, and it not only was stamped 999, it actually had a serial number on it, and it was the fact it had a serial number was throwing me a bit. So
put it this way, after 25 minutes of him standing there and me walking into him because he kept stop-starting, right, I wanted to throw him like a javelin. In the end I said, make up your mind, because if you don't make up your mind, I'm going to go and buy it, because you do my head.
I wasn't willing to pay a tenner when I felt it was wrong anyway, but I wanted to buy it to put it in a film, because I think it'll make a very interesting film. And what I'll do, I'll show you some good ingots to buy, and then I'll show you some not to buy, and then we'll acid test this one and see if it's any good. But the only reason it was throwing me a bit was the fact it's got a serial number on there and a maker's mark. Now I know when you buy silver ingots, they'll have the lion for the silver patent on them, and they may be 999 or whatever. And I do know when you can buy gold ingots, but they normally got 375 or 750 stamped on them for the gold content. Now this one, quite strangely, has got 750 18 carat on the back, but 999 pure on the front. Well, 999 is 24 carat, not 18 carat, so it's two conflicting marks, but it's also got the serial number on the top. Now I run a search on the serial number and it's come up with loads of people can't figure out whether to buy these pieces or not. So I'm going to make the film and we'll find out together. Buying wise, we haven't really bought much else, have we?
I bought a Christmas present, but I can't show you because I'll kind of incriminate myself because the children watch. Because
Jack Palmer, Sandra's boy, watches the films. He's a big fan. Hi, Jack.
Hi, baby. But so, it is not for him. It's actually for Kaden. But
we still don't want to blow the surprise. So other than that, it's been just some domestic pieces and it's some general things.
Yeah.
We just went over to Asda now.
And I had a strop.
We were going to go over and buy some pre-cooked chicken portions or some drumsticks or something really nice to have with a cup of tea, some hot chickens and a bread roll. We didn't want another bacon roll, did we? No. And we got in there, and the only thing they got cooked is a full chicken.
He offered me, do you want to have half each? I was like, I'm the shop. I don't want to cook breakfast upstairs. So we left.
We went up to the cafe to see what they offered, and they don't offer much on a Sunday. So we're going to go to McDonald's.
Yummy. McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut.
Do you want me to edit that out? So that's pretty much the end of the day, guys, for this video. I'm not going to bother embarrassing us as we dive into our McDonald's.
I will eat mine like a lady.
So we'll call it there. You've got to see a few of the buys. We've had a little chat. I'm happy enough.
Oh, you got to yawn now. Here we go.
I know. Every time I come on camera, I don't know, I'm yawning. I have to resist.
Hi guys, could you see my suntan? Or my sunburn? I did show you my arms earlier on, but I've been looking at myself in the camera thinking, oh my God. You know, you look awful pink. But of course it will tan down, I hope.
She's ginger, you want.
This is not ginger. It's auburn.
I did manage to get a couple of little 10-second pans of the boot sale before I started having looks. They're not much, but they'll give you a little glimpse of what
Look at him, he's desperately yawn. Go on, yawn. Go on.
No.
Ah, go on, you're going to go for it. Go on. Ah.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching.
Sorry.
Actually, before we go, just quickly, I want to thank the followers that I got that always commenting on my videos. They're always full of advice. They always help me. There's a few of you. You know, when I show you the buys, I had to pick up, you're quick enough to come across and tell me what they are and help me out that way. Or if I make a mistake, you correct me, which I'm grateful for. Or just generally, you know, those of you who comment, just saying, you know, nice finds, or thank you for the film. I do appreciate the fact you've took the time to comment, guys. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. I would appreciate a like and a share. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications. You'll find me on Facebook. I have a page and a group, Antiques Arena. You'll find me on eBay, Antiques Arena Clearance. And I have my own website, antiquesarena.co.uk or antiquesarena.com. Thanks for watching, guys.
Instagram for me.
I'm sorry, hang on.
Look at him, see? Interested in the south.
If you'd like to follow Sandra,
follow me on Instagram.
You'll follow her on Instagram, Sandra Palmer. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.